Hey gang, welcome back to another episode of Aonr Draws. It's your friendly neighborhood Robo-Riv, Nick Rivers here. And with this drawing, we're back in Gotham City and we're back drawing another Batman, but this time with his son Damian Wayne, Robin. And with this one, obviously we're going straight into the inks on this one. I didn't have a recording of the pencils for this one because I did these rough pencils in my little miniature sketchbook that I carry around with me. I carry it in my bag, and sometimes I'll break it out when I have a idea to sketch something out. And this idea was initially one of, I think, about 3 or 4 roughs I did for a Batman sketch cover, and I ended up not picking this particular composition for the sketch cover. I went with a different one, but I still like the drawing, so I decided to take a picture of it with my phone and port that picture into Procreate and just ink it for some fun, just a fun little ink practice. This was so. You get to see me have a little bit of fun with this drawing and try some different things out, like Damian's cool little fade there. But yeah, that's pretty much the origin of this drawing. And with a lot of my drawings, it was initially supposed to be just a really quick, rough, fun thing to do, and it turned out to be a full-blown piece. I ended up adding some colors on this too. So that's pretty much the who, what, when, and where, and why of this drawing. You'll notice, like, on the head and around Batman's closed fist, I did redraw some of those pencil marks in red because those were areas I realized I needed to fix up once I was able to see the sketch drawing a little bit bigger blown up here in Procreate. So I made some alterations to that. And yeah. Oh, also too, when I do pencil, because someone asked me this on the last video I posted. Well, not the last video, but on the video I currently check the comments out for. Someone asked what kind of lead that I use. I use HB lead when I'm penciling. So and that's because it's nice and soft. I like to erase a lot. These pencils in the back here, though, for the city are all digital pencils. I didn't have it fleshed out, so I just kind of fleshed it out here in Procreate. I even kept the pencils. I was going to ink over the pencil lines after I got them kind of roughed out. I was going to take that line work, that pencil line work that's black right now, and I was going to turn that blue and ink over that, but I ended up just keeping them pencils because it actually kind of had a really nice effect when I went to color it. It was a little bit more, it helped the inks pop in the foreground a little bit more, and also it saved me some time too. The pencils were pretty dark and pretty clean enough to be able to pull that off, so pretty happy with how that turned out. Another reason, the why of why Damian Robin in this picture. I've been thinking about Damian Wayne a lot lately, especially with some of the movie news that's been, some of the rumors that have been going on with James Gunn's new DC universe. And I've been kind of keeping my ear to the ground for that. There's actually a really good YouTube channel called Boba Talks. And he does very extensive breakdowns and guesses and theories on what may be coming for the next round of DC movies. And I always find them very interesting because, especially with now we're living in the post Zack Snyder universe DCU, it'll be interesting to see what direction that they decide to go in. And while I don't think that the Snyderverse was the hit that Warner Brothers wanted it to be, I don't think it was all bad either. There's parts that I really enjoyed about the Snyderverse. Some parts I definitely did not like that first Suicide Squad movie. It was kind of a letdown. The Justice League movie was also a bit of a letdown. I thought the Snyder Cut, the extended edition, definitely redeemed the Justice League movie, but also it was just far too long. You know, it was just way too long and not very practical to watch more than maybe a couple of times. But with this new DCU and with what they're going to be doing with their Batman that's outside of the Matt Reeves, Robert Pattinson Batman, I'm highly interested to see where they're going to go with that. And with the talk of it being more about the Bat family, and where they're going to basically take the storyline of, you know, Bruce Wayne discovering he has a son, and his son is an assassin, works for the League of Shadows, and, you know, it kind of has to almost retrain his son in a way, because his son is a trained killer from his grandfather, Ra's al Ghul. I think that could make for a very compelling series of movies, not just one. I hope it's something that we get to see Damian grow up and see him mature throughout the series. I think that would be cool, and especially since, I mean, whichever young actor that they get to play Robin, he's not going to stay young for long, and it'll be cool to see him actually mature with the movies and see him come into his own identity and basically kind of do something that they only go so far with in the comic books, and that's really make these legacy characters and get to see what happens to them. Usually in the comic book world, Batman has been in his mid-30s for forever, unless they have to do like a old man Bruce Wayne story, and usually those stories end up being kind of Elseworlds stories anyway. But it'll be very interesting to see how far they take it with this, and also with all the Batman lore. It'll be that's something I felt like they started doing with the Snyder movies, but they obviously didn't get a chance to really, go as far as they probably would have liked to with the background lore, with what's going on in Batman's world. And honestly, I think that they made some of the changes that they had made with the Robin suit that is in the Batcave in Batman vs Superman actually being the Dick Grayson Robin and not Jason Todd. That needed another draft. That needed some reevaluation, I think, because you've got so many years of great source material to make those cool background stories from, and to just ignore it. I hope they don't do that with this. I want them to be their own story. I don't mind some diversions from the comic book history, but it would be nice to see more of it included, and some more of the fantastical elements of Batman included as well. I'd like to see, I would not be mad at all if we get to see the villain for the Batman Brave and the Bold James Gunn movie, even though I don't believe he's directing it. He's just kind of in control of the whole thing, the whole DC Universe film division now. I would love to see Man-Bat be a character in there, to be a villain, whether he's like a side villain or a main villain. I'd love to see that. So here it is. Here's the completed drawing of Batman and Robin looking for some justice, and that's going to be it for me today, guys. This is a very short video. If you like this video, or if you see any other videos here in my queue that you like, please do me a big solid and hit that thumbs up. It helps just suggest these videos to other people that might want to see them as well. And if you want to go one step above and beyond, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, and it will let you know when I have another video coming up. All right, love you, peace.